Hey everyone, so today or for this week, I'm going to focus on I is for ice and make it way more fun by making it I is for ice cream. So we're going to try to make some ice cream. We're going to go through the procedures. The most thing you need is 2 bags, so like a sandwich bag and a gallon bag, so the small bag, the medium bag, or small, large, some ice, some sort of milk product. I'm going to try to use almond milk because I don't have regular milk. It doesn't work with me, so I'm going to try to do that. Sometimes a little bit of sugar and vanilla, and we'll go through it and kind of see how we can incorporate some science and some questions in there, and it'll be fun.
Okay, so the first thing I did is I just put some water in my bag to make sure that my bag didn't have any holes because, you know, they're manufactured, so they're man-made, and so people can make mistakes, and I wanted to make sure that it wasn't automatically going to start leaking or maybe get some salt in my bag, so I want to do that first. But I'm just going to start measuring things out. 1 cup of milk, 4 tablespoons of sugar, and a little bit of vanilla into my bag after I dump the water out, and then we'll get started.
Okay, so now that I have my little baggie of milk, I'm going to get one of the big gallon bags, put 3 to 4 cups of ice in there and some rock salt, so like the thick chunks of salt. That'll be about a good like 1/4 cup of salt, and I can explain why. But after that, then we're just going to start shaking.
I put my milk into my ice and salt. So the reason that it needs to be in ice is that the milk needs to be cooled down to a lower temperature than it is now to be able to freeze and make ice cream or ice, right? And then the rock salt helps the ice to melt. So the reason that we want the ice to melt is because we want the ice and salt solution to absorb the heat and make the ice cream cooler. So warm up the ice, but then cool the ice cream to help make the ice cream faster. So that's why we put the salt and the ice in there. So now I'm going to put this in, you can put it in newspaper, or I'm going to put it in a towel all the way around it as kind of like an insulator, or to keep the cool in so it doesn't escape out into the air. And we'll see how long it takes me to mix it or shake it around. Okay, so I did this for 10 minutes. If you can do it for 10 minutes, you need to tell Ms. Rothermeyer how amazing your shaking skills are, because my arms are tired. So something to notice is, and something I can notice whenever you listen, is that you can hear the ice start to melt pretty quickly, right? Even though it's insulated and this is all really cold, the ice does melt pretty quickly. In about 3-4 minutes, you'll hear the noise change from like something like you're shaking rocks to more like a washing machine where it's kind of wet, like that. And so what happens is the heat is transforming, oh my goodness, from the milk, which is a little bit warmer, than the ice. So it goes from the milk to the ice. And now my milk is no longer milk, it's actually icy, like ice cream. This was my bag of milk. As you can tell, it is now a semi-solid, right? So it's icy. It's no longer milk. If I flip it upside down, it's still going to stay at the top of the bag because it's frozen. It also, you'll probably notice it too, whenever it freezes, it does expand a little bit, or so the particles aren't so small, just because they're stuck in place a little bit more when they're like this icy ice cream condition. So it looks like you have way more in the bag. It kind of looks like your ice cream grew in that 10 minutes in the bag, but it's really just the particles and how they do it. But at this point, so I had taped mine shut. I suggest that you tape yours too with duct tape or some sort of packing tape, just to make sure that we don't get the salt in your ice cream. Unless you're going for that flavor, like a salted caramel, then that's cool, but I didn't really want that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it open, and it should be good to eat. All right, so this is the final product. This is the ice cream that I had made out of the bag. It'll be delicious just because of how much work you had to put into it to make this ice cream. But one thing I did want to say is that I did use almond milk, and so it is a little bit icier than regular ice cream, but that works for me just because I don't usually get a lot of regular ice cream anymore. But if you have whole milk or some sort of like dairy product, it'll probably be a lot creamier, but if not, it'll still taste amazing and be just like ice cream.